Good damn morning, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. And yesterday, David Lopan announced that they will proceed with articles of impeachment. Dun, dun, dun. So what does that mean? Nothing. She didn't even say anything about what the impeachment or the articles of impeachment were for. She just said, the president took action I wish he didn't and that's about all she said. You can see she kind of had the coke jaw, She kind of had that a little bit, like she was having some uppers. And you could see her almost like adjust her teeth. She's a fucking mess. And who in the hell cleared that deep diving? I don't ever want to see that much of her chest again. There should be articles of impeachment for that. Woman, don't you ever show that much of your scaly, liver-spotted demon skin. Ugh. That shit was disgusting. But she said a whole bunch of nothing, just like these whole proceedings. This a waste of time. How much, I need to, maybe somebody let me know in the comment section, how much money have we fucking wasted on this shit? A bunch of people up there who didn't see anything, who don't know anything, who just it's how I feel, it's my opinion, it's what I assume. Since when can you remove someone from office for how you feel? Such a fucking waste of time. But, I only know what she said because I read things about it. If you actually look at the video, a press conference, press release, is that what you call that? It's a bunch of incoherent gibberish. What are you saying, woman? More importantly, what are you on? Somebody stick a cup under that dried vagina and get some piss out of it and run a test on it. There's something in her. She's always this incoherent, mush-mouth, Dudley Moore impressionist. Or Gabby Johnson. Reverend. What the? This can't be real. Somebody wake me. So you guys hold on while I pinch myself. What the fuck? So, whatever that means, proceeding with articles of impeachment. Then what? Even if you succeed in your impeachment, you're not going to remove him from office. He's still going to go about his daily business, making our country better, creating more fucking jobs, and designating actual groups that should be designated as terrorist groups. That's right, Trump temporarily is holding off on designating these Mexican cartels as terrorist groups. Now, I'll put a link in the description box to an article. And I read two different articles. I read one from CNN and I read one from Fox News and a couple other places, but these are the two that I read the whole article. And what's funny is the picture. On CNN's, it's Donald Trump at a rally looking like, how they take all these pictures and they catch the one expression on their face that goes along with the theme of their article. So on the CNN one, it's like some fucked up picture of Trump looking stupid. And then on the Fox News one, he's like wearing the green aviator jacket, in front of an American flag. It's just funny how those pictures narrate the story. So anyway, the only reason he's holding off on doing this is how as he puts it, out of respect for the Mexican president. He said he's been helpful with us, he's cooperated with us, so out of respect, I'll give him this moment. I'll give him a little bit of time to do what he thinks he needs to do before I proceed with this. But we're ready. Everything's been drafted, drawn up. We're ready to go. We're ready to designate these fucking monsters as the terrorist groups that they are. Because terrorist groups, there's political motivation. The cartels, there's money. Same thing, people are dead is dead, terrorized is terrorized, no matter the motivation. So what do they say? There's one of the articles just said they lose 100,000 people a year to cartels. The murders, the beheadings, some of it so violent and vile and disgusting you couldn't even imagine. But that's what they are. They're terrorist groups. And it's not like their terrorist ways are only affecting Mexico and only stay in Mexico. They spill over our border onto our streets in the form of drugs, the fentanyl, the opioid crisis that we're going through. That shit's coming from Mexico. Them sending illegals here, the human trafficking, the prostitution, the underage children, all that shit is from the cartels. And so designating them as a terrorist group opens them up to more action from the U.S. Like, no financial institutions can touch them. No American companies can assist them in any way. If they do, you're susceptible to being punished by the government. Like, instead of if you're a little dope dealer here and you're dealing with the cartel, you're looking at a few years. Now you might be looking at a life sentence if you fuck with the cartels. Well, Jericho, sometimes people have to sell drugs because of poverty. Shut the fuck up. There's studies that show there are groups all around the world, poor as shit, that do not engage in selling dope and destroying their own fucking neighborhoods. That's stupid. Poverty is not a reason to destroy yourselves. If you have an issue with poverty, there's a 3-letter word that will take care of that shit. How did John Witherspoon, aka Pops, how did he say it in Friday? The word for the day is J-O-B. Get a job. That's how you combat poverty. Have an intact family, because you'll have a father in the home that shows you there's other ways to make money than to standing out on the corner being a fucking dope boy, turning over the hourglass on your life. Because dope dealing only ends in 2 ways: prison or the ground. You will either be incarcerated or your ass will be killed. Period. I'm sure there's a premature baby-sized handful of dope dealers that actually retire. 9 times out of 10, you're on a fucking slab in the morgue or you're on a bunk bed in prison trying to keep the airtight integrity of your butthole. So I don't know how much time Trump is going to give him, but he's giving him some time to do what he needs to do out of respect for the help that he has given us. But make no mistake, when that time is up, we will designate those fuckers as a terrorist group and act accordingly. Would I like to see an all-out war on these cartels, and not the fucking bullshit war on drugs or the bullshit war on poverty? I mean an actual war. Our weapons against your fucking weapons. Who do you think's gonna come out on top? What horse you putting your money on? I'll put my money on the horse that lives under the Star-Spangled Banner. I'll put it on the horse that plays the national anthem before their sporting events. That's us. But something has to be done. So Mexico, the clock is ticking. We've set the little egg timer. When that bell goes off, you better have something good to tell us. And another question is, why was this not done before? Did they just start killing people in 2016? Did they just start trafficking women and children in 2016? I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe it had something to do. Remember, the cartels got some weapons from the U.S. government. They lost track, ended up killing a Border Patrol agent. Never mind. I'm not here to talk about that. Google it. But maybe it had something to do with that. Not sure why it wasn't done, but the shit's being done now. And it's about fucking time. So, I can't wait to see what happens. I hope the cartels get a taste of their own medicine. I hope that they're fucking beheaded in a ditch somewhere. And who knows? Maybe the reason the Mexican president wants more time or wants Trump to hold off, man, you never know. He could have sent that tweet with a rusty machete to his neck. The fucking cartels don't play, they'll kill anybody. But the time's almost up. And when you're designated a terrorist group, nobody can touch you. We can't launder your money. They can't do shit. If they have anything to do with you, they're looking at serious federal time. So maybe this will make people back away from the cartels. I doubt it. Because like I said, they'll kill anybody. So I will keep you abreast to this story. So, you know what time it is, people. Time for me to wrap up my damn work week in this rat race. But please don't forget to support me against the machine known as YouTube. And there's supposed to be this great purge on the 10th. We'll see what happens. We'll see if I'm left standing after that. But I have a link in the description box for fanatictones.com. $1.29 per ringtone. It's audio ripped from my videos with some of my sayings, some of my favorites. And people have responded very well. I got a few orders yesterday. Thank you very much for that. I really appreciate it. And December 11th is the last day you can order your green gear and get it by Christmas. Link in the description box, of course, but you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit liberal cries. Utilize the PayPal link and the Teespring link to get your green gear. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.